Welcome to Hello English Teacher. Today let's look at the line by line explanation of the second part of the chapter Should Wizard Hit Mommy? Class 12 English. If you are watching my video for the first time, please subscribe. You can listen to the explanations of chapters from classes 10, 11 and 12 English. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. Let's move on to the video now. So we saw that Jack was narrating the story to his daughter Jo and she was questioning him. So this made him irritated. And what happened in the story? The skunk, the Roger skunk had a problem and he went and met the owl. So let's continue. The owl said, "Go through the dark woods under the apple tree into the swamp over the creek." What's a creek? Over the creek there will be the wizard's house. So when the skunk asked the owl what to do, the owl said he has to go through the dark woods. Dark woods means through the dark forest. He has to walk through the apple trees, under the apple trees, and go through a swamp, that means a muddy area, and then he has to cross the creek. Creek is a small stream. So immediately the girl asked, what is a creek? So, and after crossing the creek, he will find the wizard's house. So this is what the owl suggested, and that's the way Roger skunk went, and pretty soon he came to a little white house and he rapped on the door. And what happened? As the owl had suggested, little skunk went through that way, and then finally he reached a small white house, and that was the wizard's house. And he rapped on the door means he knocked on the door. Jack rapped on the windowsill, and under the covers Joe's tall figure clenched in an infantile thrill. So what happened? In order to add some effect to the story, Jack he knocked on the windowsill to make the same effect. So what did this girl, little girl Joe do? She was under her bed sheet, under the cover, and she clenched the bed sheet cover in great thrill. And then a tiny little old man came out with a long white beard and pointed blue hat and said, "Hey, what you want?" So he said, when Roger skunk knocked on the White House door, a little figure, a little old man came out, and he had a long beard and he was also wearing a pointed blue hat. And what did he ask? He asked, "What is it? What do you want? You smell awful." And the wizard told the skunk that you smell very bad. The wizard's voice was one of Jack's own favorite effects. So Jack was a great storyteller. So when he told stories, he would add great effects also, like knocking on the windowsill, and then with his own voice he tried to mimic the voice of the wizard. He did it by scrunching up his face and somehow whining through his eyes, which felt for the interval roomy. So what happened? He did that noise. He made that noise by scrunching up his face. What is the meaning of scrunching up? He tried to squeeze his face in such a way and made a loud noise imitating the wizard's noise, and somehow whining through his eyes. What is whining? Creating a kind of a noise which fell for the interval roomy. So when he did this, his eyes started watering. Roomy means watery. He felt being an old man suited him. So while doing this, he thought that he was suited to be an old man. "I know it," Roger skunk said, "and all the little animals ran away from me. The enormous wise owl said you could help me." So Roger skunk told the wizard that, "Yes, I smell very bad and all the little animals run away from me. I don't have any friends." So immediately I went to the wise old owl, and the owl told me to come and meet you and you could solve my problem. "Hey, well, maybe, come on in. Don't get too close." So when the wizard heard his problem, he asked Roger skunk to come inside and also told him not to come very close. Now inside Joe, there were all these magic things all jumbled together in a big dusty heap, because the wizard did not have any cleaning lady. So inside the wizard's house, there were so many things dumped together, and they were all not clean at all. They were all just a kind of dusty also. So, and he feels that there was no cleaning lady there, so that's why everything was left unclean. Why? Because he was a wizard and a very old man. And not only that, he was also a very old man. He couldn't do things by himself maybe. So immediately this girl Jo asked why is that all the things were there and why is that he didn't have a servant. So Jack gave his reply that maybe because he was an old man. Will he die? No, wizards don't die. So Joe asked one more question whether the wizard would die because he said that he was an old man. So immediately Jack replies that wizards don't die. Well, he rummaged around and found an old stick and called a magic wand and asked Roger Skunk what he wanted to smell like. So what did he do? The wizard, he rummaged around. Rummage means searched with great difficulty. So he just pulled out everything and searched for his stick, which is the magic wand, and he asked Roger what he wanted to smell like because he said that his problem was that he smelled awful. Roger thought and said roses. So Roger wanted to think. He just thought for a while and said, yes, I want to smell like roses. Yes, good, Joe said smugly. So Joe was also happy when Roger said in the story when her father told that Roger Skunk wanted to smell like roses. Jack fixed her with a trance-like gaze and chanted in the wizard's elderly, irritable voice. And then Jack continued his storytelling. So he just looked at her with a trance-like gaze. That means very silently. He kept quiet for some time and he gave her a gaze and then chanted the wizard's elderly, irritable voice. So he started mimicking the wizard's voice once again. Abracadabra, hocus poo, Roger Skunk, how do you do? Roses, bosses, pull an ear. Roger Skunk, you never fear, bingo. So this was what Jack repeated in the voice of the wizard as if he was telling out the magic spell. So this was a magic spell that he chanted, the wizard chanted. So he paused as a rapt expression widened out from his daughter's nostrils, forcing her eyebrows up and her lower lip down in a wide, noiseless grin, an expression in which Jack was startled to recognize his wife's fiending pleasure at cocktail parties. So when he finished chanting this magic spell, he found that his daughter was surprised. She was quite happy and her expression was so funny. She was just looking at her father with her nostrils wide out and her eyebrows had gone up and her lip had gone down in a kind of a grin because she was feeling happy that the little fellow was going to smell like roses, and he could see that the expression was exactly the same expression that his wife used to have at the cocktail parties. So what is the meaning of feigning pleasure? Feigning means to put on an appearance, to show. So at the party she used to show that she was looking happy. So here the same kind of expression this girl Jo had. All of a sudden, he whispered, the whole inside of the wizard's house was full of smell of roses. Roses, Roger cried. So immediately what happened? He continued his story and told that the whole house, the wizard's house, began to smell like roses. And the Roger Skunk also was feeling so happy, and he, by mistake, he said Roger Fish, and the wizard said very cranky, that's been 7 pennies. So and immediately the wizard told Roger Skunk that you have to pay me 7 pennies. Daddy, what? It's Roger Skunk. You said Roger Fish. So immediately the girl corrected her father by telling, you had mentioned Roger's Fish. It's not Roger Fish, it's actually Roger Skunk. Yes, Skunk. You said Roger Fish. Wasn't that silly? And the girl was trying to tell her father that you are being silly by telling Roger Fish instead of Roger Skunk. So you can see that how the girl has grown up. She's not the little girl that she used to be. Now she's really questioning her father on little things, and she's being very attentive to this story. And this kind of irritated her father. Very silly of your stupid old daddy. Where was I? So immediately Jack agreed that he was being very stupid and he calls himself old daddy. So where was I? And he wanted to know where he had stopped. Well, you know about the pennies. Say it. So she said it is about the pennies the wizard had asked, the money for his service. Okay, Roger Skunk said, but all I have is 4 pennies, and he began to cry. And he continued his story by telling that Roger Skunk told the wizard that he had only 4 pennies, whereas the wizard had asked for 7. And then so he began to cry. Joe made the crying face again, but this time without a trace of sincerity. So this time Joe tried to imitate the crying face of Roger Skunk, and without sincerity means she just made it at that moment. This annoyed Jack. Downstairs some more furniture rumbled. So he was not happy when the girl tried to imitate, because he heard some noise downstairs because his wife was doing some work, she was moving furniture and all that. So he was feeling irritated because he could not go and help his wife. He was caught up in the storytelling ritual. Claire shouldn't move heavy things. She was 6 months pregnant. So he was feeling sad because his wife, who was 6 months pregnant and who should not move heavy things, was working. It would be their third. So it was their third child. So he already had 2 children and this is the third one. So the wizard said, "Oh, very well, go to the end of the lane and turn around 3 times and look into the magic well, and there you will find 3 pennies. Hurry up." So he continued his story and he said, the wizard told Roger Skunk where he can find that extra pennies. So he asked him to go to the end of the lane and turn around 3 times and look. He would find a magic well and he would find the pennies in the magic well, and he asked him to hurry up. So Roger Skunk went to the end of the lane, turned around 3 times, and there in the magic spell were 3 pennies. So Roger Skunk did exactly what the wizard told him. He went to the end of the lane, the street, and then he turned around 3 times and saw a magic well. And inside the well there were indeed 3 pennies. So he took them back to the wizard and was very happy and ran out into the woods, and all other little animals gathered around him because he smelled so good. So he took the money, went back and gave it to the wizard, and he went back to the woods where he would find all his friends. And all his friends, animals, they just gathered around him because he was smelling so good. So what is the smell he had now? He smelled like roses. Joe was starting to fuss with her hands and look out of the window at the crack of the day that showed under the shade. So this girl Joe was feeling irritated. She was feeling kind of restless, and she started looking out of the window and all that, and when she pushed the window shade, the light started coming inside. She thought the story was over. Jack didn't like women when they took anything for granted. So what happened? The girl thought that the story was over and she lost her attention and she was looking out of the window. But Jack did not like women who took things for granted. So he did not like his daughter behaving in this way, and he didn't like women who take things for granted, like deciding on their own and all. He liked them apprehensive, hanging on his words. So he wanted women to listen to his words and do according to whatever he say. Now, Joe, are you listening? Yes. So he called on to his daughter and asked her whether she was listening, because this is very interesting. Roger Skunk's mommy said, "What's that awful smell?" What? So as soon as this Roger went home, what happened? The mother, the Roger Skunk's mother, questioned him. She asked him, "What is that awful smell?" Because she did not smell like an original skunk. The skunk smelled like something else. So immediately she asked, "What is that awful smell?" Yeah. So it's not she, it is he. And Roger Skunk said, "It's me, mommy, I smell like roses." So the mother did not understand what the smell was, and she asked him, "What is it? What is the smell?" And immediately Roger said, "It's me, I'm Roger, and I smell like roses." "Who made you smell like that?" So immediately she asked, "How did you change your smell? Who made you smell like that?" "The wizard," she said. "Well, of all the nerve, you come with me and we are going right back to that awful wizard." So he answered that it was the wizard who changed my smell. So immediately mommy got angry and she said, "How dare he do this? Now come on right with me and let's go back to him and talk." So she was very angry with the wizard because he had changed the smell of the skunk. Joe sat up, her hands dabbling in the air with genuine fright. So what happened? After hearing this part of the story, Joe just sat up in her bed and she started throwing her hands in the air. She was frightened because she wanted to know what is going to happen because the mommy is angry. So what is the meaning of genuine fright? Genuine fright means really she was frightened this time because she wanted to know what the mother was going to do. But then daddy, he said about the other little animals, run away. So what did the girl say? But then daddy, if the Roger skunk is going to smell awful, other animals are going to run away from him and nobody is going to play with him. Her hands skittered off into the underbush. So her hands went back into the bed sheets. All right, he said, but mommy, all the other little animals run away. And she said, I don't care. And the Roger skunk tried to explain to its mother that if he had changed the smell once again back to the original skunk smell, all the other friends, his friends, would run away. And what did the mother reply? She said that I don't care. She does not care. You smell the way a little skunk should have, and I'm going to take you right back to the wizard. She said that I want you to smell like a skunk and I don't want anything else. So I'm going back to the wizard and I want him to change the smell back. So I hope you liked today's video. Let's look at the next part of this lesson in my next video. For more interesting videos, subscribe to Hello English Teacher. Like, share, give your valuable comments below. Thank you for watching.